Empty bottles of red wine laying on the floor from last night. We got a little drunk, yeah. Now I'm a little numb. Spending hours by your bedside, talking till it's dark out somehow. Can get you off my.
All right. Uh, I thought I was ready. I thought I was ready, but I forgot a step. So give me just a minute. Um, hmm, what are you doing?
I'm trying to see what you're doing.
Okay, so you guys already know this is Snack Cackle Talk and Relationship Saturday. I have been waiting and ready for today. I miss getting on here, talking to you guys, even if it's just one of you listening to me. I miss getting on here, talking to even just one of you. Getting on here has become very addictive. It really has because it's a stress reliever. It really is to get on here and just talk to you guys.
I'm your co-host.
Okay, so you guys already know that I am your host, Lacey. And clearly you hear that I brought the shenanigans with me, Mr. Wilson.
No, I'm going to be your co-host, DJ Easy.
We're not changing your name this late in the game.
You don't even know what
Deal with it. Deal with
you
it.
didn't know what my name was going to be.
Deal with it. Okay. I'm gonna reach over here. It's that time so I can get through this book. And this book is still going to take me a couple more weeks to read because there are 203 ways that I'm trying to get to see how to drive my man while in bed. And I am only at, I believe, number 60. I think we're starting on 61, chapter 3, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Um, So let's get into this. That way I can kind of get more out of my read for today. Um, I am flying solo. Besides having Mr. Wilson, let's see. Okay, yes. So we are on chapter 3, and yes, and so we're starting out with number 61. Okay.
Before you get started, on Relationship Saturday, I want my name to be this.
DJ Easy. When it's time to shoot up and get the head right, it's the jack on out, man. And you know it's
You want me to call you DJ Easy?
No, I was playing. I just want to see your expression.
I'm not gonna play with him. Okay, so in chapter 3, it is titled Fabulous Foreplay. Okay, that's what this title is, Fabulous Foreplay. And like I always say, I'm not gonna read all of it, but I will be reading like all of the bullet points, but not all of the words, if that make any sense. Okay. Um, so it starts out saying a lady always behaves in a manner appropriate to the occasion. Is that true?
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
A lady always behaves in a manner appropriate to the occasion.
Yeah.
Hmm. The proper behavior for foreplay is unbridled passion.
Bridal.
Brittled?
Bridle.
Bridled?
No bridle pressure.
Tenderness, eagerness to please, admiration, humor, and love. No wonder the uninhibited lady is a lovable lady.
Yeah, boy.
I don't know if I agree with that, but okay. Let's just read on. Okay. So it says most men are very nervous about foreplay. When? Men are initiators. So when are they nervous about foreplay? Their job is to get the woman ready, get her in the mood, get her to agree, get her to do. So foreplay comes with all of that. So when are they nervous about it? I'm curious. If anybody got an answer to that, hey, let me know. Okay. They vaguely understand that they don't spend enough time with it, but are uncertain as to how to remedy the situation. Most men simply don't realize that foreplay can be at least as exciting and satisfying as intercourse, sometimes more so. Hmm. I'm not a man, but I can agree with that because I have heard men, a lot of men, they will tend to just go for the foreplay and skip on the sex. Have you ever heard that? You know, they want the foreplay, but they'll skip on the sex. I don't know if it's the person, what the person delivers during the foreplay that is satisfying to where if they don't need the sex afterwards. Hey, if you are a guy and that ain't true, let me know. Um, they haven't learned how to relax and enjoy the anticipation, the mounting tension, the electricity of hot skin against hotter skin, the magic of a suddenly juicy vagina, the glorious swelling of his own organ.
This book came out your granny house.
Only a woman, a very sensitive, sensuous woman, can show a man how to truly enjoy the splendor of good foreplay. Okay, I think I can see how that can kind of come about and how, in order for a guy to, especially if he's not used to the foreplay and he's just used to just getting in there and getting it in and being done,
Look, I tell you what.
then yeah, slow the pace down a little bit with a little foreplay. I can see
Wait till I see your granny.
that.
What kind of stuff is this she got in?
I asked her about this book and she laughed.
And I'll let you know right there.
She laughed. It says, only you, I'm assuming the female, can show your man what a rapturous experience he can have when you come alive under his hands and slowly and deliciously get him hotter and harder than he's ever been. Okay, so it says, I learned just how true this is when I traveled abroad some years ago. Okay, oh, that made it sound like she just had like a brief random experience. I don't know. Let's see. Let's kind of, it's a lot of paragraphs right here. So I'm gonna see if I could just kind of glance through what I think might be important. Oh, she did. Okay, so it says, when I began a luscious affair with one of these men, I decided to try initiating him into these finer pleasures. I mean, I figured the way it sounded like she just kind of jumped into something. Um, but it says, but with careful handling, I found this marvelous man to be more than a willing pupil. Of course, he's more than willing. If you're offering him something that no one else has offered him, whether he's done it before or not, maybe even if he did it, but he was the initiator, and now you're flipping it to where that you're the initiator, you're gonna take control, you're gonna stir the wheel, you're gonna do all the work. Of course, he's a willing participant. Why wouldn't he be? I hope it doesn't start all this stuff again. It keeps telling me to go to my live studio, but I'm already in it. Give me just a minute. Okay. Okay, so moving right along. So it says, so don't deprive your man of truly exquisite sex. Show him what fine foreplay is all about, because he probably won't have a clue. Once he gets a taste, he'll develop an addiction. Let me just say, it's already an addiction, especially if he's not a virgin. And long as he's not a virgin, he knows all about foreplay. Now, yes, a different woman can give him a different experience of foreplay that can kind of heighten the foreplay experience. So I do understand that point. Okay. It says, when introducing your man to the wonders of foreplay, keep 3 things in mind. Think sexy, think inventive, think relaxed. I agree. Okay, so even though I'm not as experienced in sex like Mr. Wilson, I don't know how experienced he is, but I don't have as much knowledge back then in those days. But I did introduce Mr. Wilson to a type of foreplay that kind of got us into a zone of just getting to know each other's bodies in a touchy-feely kind of way without penetration, if that makes sense. So, and you can do that with body rubs, massages, oils, all those kind of things that kind of sets the tone for the type of sex you're going to have later. So I will say, yes, I can initiate that. I have initiated that, and it was an enjoyable experience. Okay. It says, think sexy, because that's the basic rule of great love making. And it's very important here because the whole idea is for both of you to feel sexier longer. Okay, I can agree with that. Think inventive, because that's what makes foreplay exciting enough for him to be jolted out of his old lovemaking patterns. Especially if you have a man that does not know how to make love, all he knows how to do, and yes, there is a difference. All he knows how to do is just have casual sex. That means there's no long lasting in that, or he's just effing. To me, there is a difference. Then yes, learning different types of foreplay and being inventive with the different ways and how you create that foreplay can prolong the sexual experience. Okay. Think relaxed, because you need to establish a mood of sustained passion. 100% agree. All women can sit up here and agree that they would rather have a long-lasting passion than something that's short-lived. Okay. If you can get him to sit back, relax, and enjoy the build-up, you've got him hooked, and you're both in for a treat. I agree 100%. Okay. So I'm going to skip ahead of the rest of this chapter. And it says, kissing is a very fine art. But because we do it so often and for such different reasons, sometimes we forget just how exotic or erotic and deeply felt or unusually placed kiss can be. Don't if you approach each kiss with a sense of wonder. You're actually putting your incredibly soft, sensitive lips on his soft, pliant, and very personal mouth, and you may even touch tongues. Okay, well, I'm sure I'm not going to say all of us know how to kiss because there are some sloppy kisses out there. Very sloppy. And in my younger years of dating, I straight up would not date a guy if he could not kiss right. Okay. I ain't for all the slobber. Licking all over my face, my ear, and all this. I don't got time for all that. But as far as kissing, you got to know how to kiss. Let's see. Be inventive. Use your lips, your tongue, your teeth. Press hard. Brush softly. Suck, lick, and bite. I'm sure softly, okay? Bite softly. Linger lovingly, press passionately, and respond sensitively to his lip maneuvers. This is not a solo tune, but a lovely, harmonious duet. Okay, so everybody remember, no one left behind. If you are into doing things sexually with your partner, please do not be that partner that gets yours and leave your partner behind and just get up when you're done and go take your shower, hopefully, and then just leave. Like, make sure your partner gets theirs too. And hopefully you do it in a way to where that y'all both get it together. Let me just say that. Okay, so now we're at our bullet points, okay? So number 61, let's kick this off. Number 61, lick only the corners of his mouth. Too highly. What is this? Some type of spot. I don't know why they using such words. But mind you, this book is dated back to 93. So back then these book writers they thought using big words would help. Right here. Erogenous. Why use the word? Okay, number 62, moving right along. Offer him the inside of your lips while kissing deeply. It's much softer and more sensitive, and it's a deeply intimate gesture. 63. Caress his face, the side of his neck, the back of his head, or hold his head and face between your two hands as you assault his mouth with kisses. So, I'm so sorry. Every time I get on here, this is what it's doing. That's what it sounds like, but I'm not getting a phone call. I know that's not what I'm getting. But it's telling me that I'm disconnected from my live, even though I'm not disconnected from my live. So moving right along. 64. Run your tongue over his gums, around his tongue, across his lips, then follow it up with a nibble on a localized kiss. Okay, a lot of roaming around, but okay, we'll give it a shot. Okay. 65. While enjoying some lovely open mouth kisses, pause for a while, mouth still open on each other, and simply breathe each other's breath. This is very hot.
It's hot, all right.
66. I know a man who gets very excited when instead of one extended kiss, I give him many short sucking kisses, one right after another. He seems to want to reach inside me for more. Try it on your man. To each his own. This is going to get on my nerves. Let me just see what's going on in my live studio, y'all, because I see that this is really going to get on my nerves. Because, I mean, I am live. Yeah. Okay, we're just going to leave it. I guess I'm just going to let it keep alerting like it did the last time. Okay, number 67. Here's a kissing technique from the Anaga Ranga. I guess this is an Indian text on lovemaking similar to the famous Kama Sutra. Cover his eyes with your hands and thrust your tongue into his mouth. Move your tongue from side to side and in and out using motions that suggest more intimate forms of enjoyment to come. Okay. Listen, maybe if we had pictures. I'm just saying, y'all, don't try to play me no mind. Don't pay me no mind. Okay, so on number 68, it says one play for two. Okay. So number 68 says, give him a private show he'll never forget. Masturbate him. Almost every man dreams of watching a sexy woman play with herself provocatively, but they almost never get to make this dream come true. Most women are too shy for this kind of very hot teasing. But when you see the look of naked desire this behavior produces on your man's face, you'll quickly overcome any shyness. I don't see me doing it. And I definitely can concur with what she's saying, like definitely being shy about it, yes. But to each his own. 69. Ask him to lick your fingers while you masturbate yourself with them. Ew. That's a no-go. This is I am so sorry, y'all, but this is literally going to get on my everlasting nerves, I see. But I know that I am still alive, so that's a good thing. But for some reason, I don't know if I'm just having a bad connection. And so that's what it's doing. I mean, it is cloudy over here where I'm at. It looks like it's gonna storm, but it's not raining or anything. Let's move on, because number 69 almost turned my stomach. Okay, ask him to masturbate for you. Will he though? Is that a weird thing? For a guy to masturbate for a woman?
You sitting there, I'm just gonna give you something.
Would you say you don't need to do all that? Okay, it says clothing as a prop. Okay, number 71. Wear no undies and at the appropriate moment, flash him. To say that's a tease is an understatement, but okay. 72. Give him an erotic surprise by taking off your business suit and casual outfit and reveal a bra with the nipples cut out, a half bra, crotchless panties, or a lacy garter belt over no panties. What's with the garters? I never understood why people were turned on by having on a garter belt. I never understood that. On a wedding day, okay. I could see why a bride that would be basically the only thing she has on under her gown, and she's letting her husband know that. But I get it. But other than that, I don't know. 73. Take over your bedwear. Don't forget that the mystery of what's hidden is often more provocative than the naked truth. Huh? Sexy items are a slinky black nightgown. Yes, it's a cliche, but it still works. Okay, the vaginal look of the pure white cotton nightgown with long sleeves. Okay, now she talking like some back in the day negligees where them gowns look like dresses back then. So we're gonna skip number 74. Play dress up. Now, okay, I can get with this. Costume yourself. Uh, okay, you lost me. Costume yourself as a maid, soldier, waitress, nurse, torch singer. They said another man, circus performer, dairy maid, or whatever his secret erotic wish may be. Listen. If he tell me that his secret is to see me dressed up as a man, we're done. I'll just say it. It ain't happening, Captain. I'm just saying. Number 75. Undress slowly and seductively. Slide each piece of clothing over your skin as you remove it and hold it in front of you briefly before you let it drop to the floor. Lift your leg, point your toe, prop your leg pretty like on a chair as you push your stockings off. Toss them in your man's direction. Ask him to undo your zipper, then back away. Lift your arms high and arch your back as you remove your shirt. As you remove your shirt, this pushes your breasts up and out. Stretch and arch with. Listen. That's doing too much. That's doing too much. Just saying all of that. And it's still a whole nother paragraph. Just saying all of that is just it's too much. Let's see. Perform this striptease in a candlelight will give your body a soft glow. Maybe. I mean, if he ain't sitting up there trying to figure out what you got going on. Maybe. Okay, number 76. Ask him to undress you. Help him out by stretching as he removes each item. Okay, but usually when me and Mr. Wilson have sex, Mr. Wilson always removes my clothes. Because I'm just going to stand there and do this. And he understands the assignment. And likewise, undress him. I've done that as well. 78. Your nudity can be enhanced by leaving on one piece of jewelry or clothing. Let me see something, because this is going to get on my everlasting nerves. I wonder, how do I turn off alerts or notifications? Because, baby, to say this is nerve-wracking is an understatement. And I surely don't know how to do that. I'm gonna have to figure that out, because I just know that is going to get on my nerves today. Having that this alarm, it just keeps going off, but it's basically telling me that I'm not live, but I see that I am live. Let's see. 78. Your nudity can be enhanced by leaving on one piece of jewelry or clothing. It tends to focus the erotic imagination. Try wearing only a long silk scarf to flutter against your breast and his skin, or leave on your stockings. Okay, we don't even wear stockings no more. 79. For contrast, don't take off anything at all except your panties, and let him struggle with your clothes to ravage you. A very sexy man introduced me to this wonderful game by ravaging me out hot Saturday. Okay, I guess they did skip a word. Saturday afternoon without removing any of my clothes. Okay, so that's where that comes from. Okay, so the next section says playful props. Number 80. Long hair. Wandered around. What? Wait, what? Wandered around his penis gently, then let it loosen by itself. Allow your hair to brush back and forth across his genitals. No. I don't have to worry about that. My hair not long, so I guess that's for ladies that have long hair. But we're not playing with your genitals in my hair. We're not playing that. 81. Washable body paint. Recreate the wonderful sense of cuisine. What is that? By painting designs all over your body. I mean, listen. I've seen people do the dating where their date involves body art. You know, where they get there and they just paint all over each other. It's supposed to be very erotic. But it is like an aphrodisiac. I can definitely see someone getting into body art, you know, while they're for a date. Especially if it's a first date. I could definitely see see if I was a first timer going on a date with someone and we went somewhere and it included us body painting on each other. I could see somebody getting laid the first day. Definitely. I could definitely see getting laid the first day. Let's see. Number 82, erotic oils. Okay. Now we, you know, I'm an oil person. So let's see. Let him watch you massage some onto your vaginal lips. Then invite him to slide his penis against you. Rub a tingly oil all over his genitals, especially into the slit at the top of the glands. Listen, been there and done that. I'm not one to sit there and just do all this to myself. So I consider that playing with myself. So I prefer not to do that because that's what I got him for. But I see the game that she's trying to create in the foreplay. I get it, but I'm going to pass. I'm going to let y'all have that one. Okay, 83, silk scarf. Touch him. Okay, we already did the scarf thing, but okay, I'm going to keep going. Silk scarf. Touch him only with the scarf. Use it as a hand covering while you stroke him. Rub it back and forth between his thighs. Wrap it around his penis or testicles. Use it as a tie to tie his hands and feet together. If he lets you. If he lets you. That takes you back to bondage. I had a topic on that. If you haven't watched that already, it is on YouTube. Go back, watch that with the bondage thing. Yes, I have tried ties, but not my full body. But if he lets you, then I can see how this will heighten the foreplay and sexual experience. 84, mirrors. We talked about mirrors at the beginning of this book. And it says right here for number 84, if you don't have one mounted next or over your bed, make love while standing in front of one, if it is available to you. Press yourself against it occasionally to enjoy the cool, smooth sensation on your skin. Feathers. We also introduced feathers at the beginning of the book. So this is number 85. Feathers. Have a wide assortment at your like basically at your bedside. Brush and tickle him with the feather, especially vulnerable to the feather touch are the face, neck, nipples, navel, inner thighs, back of the knees, and of course the penis, scrotum, and rear end. If he lets you. If he lets you back there. I don't see mine doing it. But if he lets you back there, okay? 86, fruit. We spoke on fruit before. And what she was talking about, I don't play with my food. I'm just saying. 86, fruit. A cherry or several berries inserted in your vagina. Make a delightful invitation to an adventurous snack. Listen, don't get lost. Because I'm going to need all that fruit that entered in to exit out. Okay? I'm going to need it to exit out because I don't play with my food. And what's with the banana with sex? I'm not understanding this. She keep wanting to put this banana. It says mash the banana first, or peaches or papaya. Stuff the puree inside. Listen, that sounds messy. Okay, that sounds real messy right there. A messy, sticky situation. And I don't know. The girl definitely. Do they still do dishes? She gonna need one after she do all that. I'm just saying. Number 87. Spreadables. Follow the lead of an ancient Roman courtesans and spread honey on your nipples, vaginal lips, and clitoris and let him lick it off. Okay, she did say honey. Like I said, that sounds like a messy, sticky situation. That's what that sounds like. It said, don't forget to spread some honey or cream on him too. He'll make a lovely candied apple or ice cream cone. Okay, I get it. I do get it. Number 88, ice. Put small ice cubes in your mouth and suck his penis. Don't choke. That's all I can say. Don't choke.
Misha, let me tell you something. One thing I learned about dealing with these females, suck, never chew.
Listen at this guy. 89. Popsicles. Popsicles should have been right there along with the ice. Okay. But okay, I'll read it. Get his favorite flavor popsicle. Give it a few preliminary sucks and lick it for erotic effect. And then let him watch you masturbate with it. When either you or he can't stand attention anymore, remove the popsicle and invite him to F your icy vagina. So I guess you're just supposed to use this popsicle in your vajayjay. And then let him do what he gonna do. A treat he'll never forget. Listen, if y'all are freaky enough to try this, let me know that y'all tried it, okay? Just let me know that y'all tried this, okay? And if you're crazy enough and kinky enough to tell me about it, I want to hear about it. Plain and simple, okay? Okay, so the next section says water play. Water is the most sensuous of all the natural elements. It almost oozes sex. Use it as a catalyst to create a whole new world of sensual delights. That I can concur. You have the swimming parties where this happens at. You have jacuzzis where this happens at. You have just the standardized water games that can lead just from touching and all that can kind of lead to a sexual experience. Showers, baths that you take with your partner. So yeah, this I can concur. I'm sure a lot of you can also relate as well. After he showers, dry him off with your tongue. Oh, that's all it says. That's all it says. Number 91, bath. So I just said that. After a hard day's work, invite him into a hot bubble bath. Ladies, y'all should be doing that damn way. I'm just saying. Use several scented candles and instead of a harsh bathroom light, put on some dreamy music, sip heady wine and champagne, and lather each other up or down. Ladies, y'all should be doing this way. I am just saying. I'm not a professional. This is just for entertainment purposes. But if you have a steady man, you should be doing this anyway. 92. Bath number 2. For this one, you are the bather and he is the bathee. Get him wet, but turn the water off while you soap him all over with sandalwood, pine, or mint scented soap. Shower him off, immediately run a very hot bath and let him soak in some masculine flavored oil. Bring on the candles and the mood music and read erotic stories to him. Or do a striptease or masturbate for him while you murmur sexy promises about what's in store for later. I mean, bath number 2 should definitely be coming after sex. I'm not understanding why you got 2 baths going on and you ain't had sex yet. I'm just saying. Bath 3. Invite him to join you for a hot, sweaty workout. Follow it with an invigorating shower. Lather him all over. Give him a vigorous head massage when you wash his hair. Wrap him in a Turkish towel, just a towel, and lead him to the bed for a relaxing baby oil massage. There go that damn baby oil. he might be scared. He might be scared for what you gonna do.
After watching the Diddy trial and seeing all this
Seeing him on that video and that dude hollering in the background. Listen. So that's all it says for the bathing. Body parts. Are we gonna make it to 100? Oh, we might make it to 100. Let me see. Oh. Okay, it looked like I might make it past 100. Okay, so y'all, we're going to read to 108. Okay, we're going to read to 108. We're at 94. Yeah, so we'll read to 108 because all this is all in one chapter before it switches over. Okay, so body parts. Just like you, he has lots of zones all over his body. If you explore thoroughly, you'll be sure to discover all of them. Number 94, the eyelids. A soft kiss, light lick, or gentle caress on your man's sensitive lids is a very intimate and unusual gesture. I concur. But I wouldn't say that's what it is in the midst of sex, but to each his own. Ears. I'm not an ear person, but to each his own. Number 95, ears. In many men, there is a direct connection between the ears and the penis. Plug into it and watch him sizzle. Is that true? Huh? You guess? You don't know. 96, the neck. Now, I can see them being sensitive about the neck. I have found that the crease under a man's chin and the skin over his esophagus, the Adam's apple, are especially sensitive areas and respond very nicely to sucking and licking. I can concur with that. I can see that. Um, let's see. Number 97, hair. The right kind of hair pulling can be very erotic. Thankfully, my man ain't got no hair. He got hair. He has a fade, but he's not walking around here with braids, dreads, ponytails, that kind of stuff. Um. Okay. This is. Let me see. What this, number 98. Armpits. Let me find out y'all crazy and got fetishes. Okay. Armpits is 98. Any part of the body that is protected by hair or other body parts and is not usually exposed is exquisitely sensitive. Obviously, the armpit qualifies as one of the premier hot spots. Don't miss it. Stroking, licking, nuzzling, nibbling produce delicious sensations and will usually have him basically thrashing about in ecstasy, begging you to let him get inside you. Listen, I ain't gonna make it. I ain't licking your armpits. None of that shit. I ain't doing none of that. But to each his own. If y'all can't get enough to do this stuff, I want to know. I want to know about it, okay? Y'all let me know y'all did this shit. Let me know what y'all did, okay? That sounds like a fetish. That armpit, baby. That sounds like a straight up fetish right there. You just going around sniffing armpits and it smells a certain way. You having a whole aphrodisiac of a of a sexual spasm going on. 99, nipples. Just like yours, a man's nipples are erotically sensitive. The difference is that while the sensations he arouses in your nipples flow to and inflame other parts of your body, and you love to have your rosy buds stimulated for long periods, a man's reaction to nipple massage is more localized, sharper, and wears thin much faster. Hmm. Is that true? You a man. You a man. You supposed to know these things. I'm not your only sexual partner you've ever had in your life.
I ain't never dealt with no super freaks either.
Do unto his nipples as you would have him to do unto yours, and you're off to a great start. But don't keep it up so long that it starts to feel more like irritation than lovely stimulation. Suck, lick, and nipple. Pull the nipple out of your lips or teeth gently and let it go. So those of y'all that know how to play with nipples there, y'all know what to do. It's a whole nother paragraph, so we're going to skip that part. Oh, we're at 100.
100 what?
We are at 100.
100 what?
We're at 100.
I thought you did something like crazy or something.
No. Number 100 is navel. So we back to the navel. Here's another juicy spot to stick your tongue in. Massage, lick, and suck the surrounding area first, saving the slippery insertion for last. Tease him by tickling the surrounding hairs with your fingers and breath. Then thrust your pointed tongue in and out of his navel. Or pour in a little wine or honey and suck and lick it out. Okay. I mean, I don't know how this gonna make him feel. Maybe he can just get aroused just because you're doing the act. I don't know. 101, the spine. If he lets you. It says, I'll bet you never thought of the backbone as a sex zone. But men have sensitive nerves along the spine, especially at the tailbone, if he lets you. That seem to be directly connected to the genitals. Send erotic massages to his penis by traveling down his spine with your mouth and tongue. Bite gently, lick insistently, suck hungrily. Pay attention to the very end of his spine, the tailbone. Stick your tongue in the crease of his butt while you I knew this was gonna get crazy. Mr. Wilson over there said, Listen, you ain't got to tell me twice. You ain't got to tell me once. To each his own. To each his own, okay? It says number 102. To each his own. Number 102. The inner thighs. The inner thighs, that soft protected area on the inside of his thighs from above the knee to the crotch, is a hotbed of sexy sensations. And of course, the higher up you go, the hotter he gets. Caress, lightly press firmly, tickle gently, lap your tongue over the sensitive skin, suck and nibble on the underlying tendon, especially right where it connects to the crotch. The spot where inner thigh meets pelvis is the most responsive to erotic stimulation. So spend some quality time there and farther up the pelvic bone as well before arriving to his now quivering penis. So basically, y'all gonna be playing with the balls.
You know, it made me think about that scene in, remember that scene in Booty Call where that dog hit body.
Yeah. Let's see. 103. Hands. Okay, the hands and fingers are made to be especially sensitive and discriminating of different textures and sensations. Use your fingernails to inscribe small circles on the palms of your man's hands. Hold his hands in yours and lick the palm while staring into his eyes. And suck on each other's fingers. I mean, to each his own. I'm so glad we got a normal sex life. We ain't got to think of all these crazy ways to try to entertain each other. 104. The feet. Okay, I got to hear this. Okay, here go another fetish. The feet. You know how sensitive and ticklish feet are. Use your mouth, tongue, and fingernails as you did on his hands, paying special attention to his toes. Listen, I know that there are some ladies out there that suck toes. Trust and believe, I am not one. So to each his own with this, okay? Practice and do it with caution. It says slide your tongue in between them and suck and nibble and pull on them as you would his penis. Some men would even ejaculate from a good toe sucking. Listen, it ain't happening. That ain't happening over here, Captain. That ain't happening. You listen, if that is the only way that he can ejaculate, he ain't getting it. He gonna be missing that ejaculation right there. For sure. Now, I'm crazy as hell, so I'm finna finish reading this part. Uh, an ancient acupuncturist felt that the upper part of the heel, just below the Achilles tendon, was the area affecting sexual response. Try massaging this area with your fingertips or applying pressure with your lips, tongue, and teeth. He'll have a new sex zone created by you. Right there next to fungus infections, talking crusted corns. Oh my God. Oh man. Y'all don't pay me no mind. I'm crazy as hell, okay? If y'all just not hopping on this feed, y'all know this is Snack Cackle Talk. I am Lacey, and I am reading part 5 of my grandmother's book that I found beside her bed, dated back to 1993. And the book is wrapped in a 1994 grocery ad labeled 203 Ways to Drive Your Man Wild in Bed. So if y'all haven't done so already, y'all go ahead and follow my page. Hop on to my YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. And comment below. Even if y'all think this stuff is crazy, hey, I just want to hear just how crazy it is. I want to hear if y'all try this stuff. I want to know what y'all tried. I'm nosy as hell. I want to know. I really do. Okay. Okay, so here we go again, playing with this man's butt. Number 105. The buttocks. The adorable rear that looks so good in tight jeans fairly begs to be cupped in your sensuous hands. Don't miss the opportunity to give both of you a super sexy treat. Okay, I'm curious. Start with the bun massage, then pull the skin tight and scrape your nails over his taunt cheeks. Tickle the baby fine hairs at his tailbone and massage the base of his spine. Pinch and bite his buns. Kiss, suck, and lick them. If you really want to drive him wild, reach around and stroke his penis at the same time. There's something what's this, primitive, yet so comforting about the sensuous massage and kiss to the rear. Neither of you may want to move. To each his own. If he lets you. If he lets you. I'm telling you. Even without Diddy, I'm not doing this. But for those dudes, ever since Diddy, baby, if these dudes let you. uh, Number 106. And this one actually is a long. This is a long one. This has like three paragraphs, 3.5 paragraphs. So let's see how far I'm gonna read on this one. Okay, the anus. Mr. Wilson said, 106, the anus is one of the most sensitive spots on the body. Who you telling? And you should not leave it out of your erotic playtime just because you have misgivings about its other functions. Listen, it ain't meant for all that. But to each his own. When you start viewing it as just another part of the body, you'll begin to see the incredible erotic possibilities latent there. To each his own. Feces come into the anal area only when you're just about to have a bowel movement. Just make sure you're both freshly bathed and you'll have nothing to worry about. Honestly, in his reaction to your what is this? Ministrations will make it well worth overcoming any inhibitions you might have. Listen, if you're uncomfortable, don't do it. Plain and simple. He or she, or both of you, don't do it. Everything that is not worth discovering. I'm just saying. You might be opening a can of worms. I'm just saying. A gentle fingertip massage to the surface of the anus is lovely, especially if you continue it down a little farther toward the scrotum. Pinch and blow on it. And yes, even lick it. Listen, I already feel like I got a taste of E. coli just reading this book. Just reading this book. I'm just saying. Do not say I told y'all do this shit. You do this, it is with your own training of thought, your own mindset, and please use caution. I'm just saying. What does this say? The moisture you produce there will make it easier to insert the tip of your pinky into his anus and massage inside with circular motions and an easy in and out thrusting. Listen. Let me turn this book off because listen here. If your man enjoy that, be concerned. Be concerned. If your man enjoys that and your man is supposed to be straight, be very concerned. Very, very concerned if your man is straight. Okay? And he enjoys that act. I'm just saying. Let's see what else this is saying. An even sexier way of accomplishing this is to wet your finger in your own vaginal juice before inserting it in his rear. Listen, y'all, it has it in parentheses, okay? In parentheses. But do not put it back in your vagina after it's been in his penis. Now, that is a safety risk, okay, health wise, because of the fecal bacteria. But this is where this book is contradictory. Why are you worried about your vagina and you ain't worried about your mouth? I'm just saying. I am just saying, to each his own, okay? To each his own. Again, so I done read this whole thing. It says you can put the icing on the cake by massaging his penis simultaneously. To be really safe, you should try anal pleasures only with someone whose sexual and general health you are sure of. I'm glad they put that at the end. But that should have been in the first sentence. Okay. That should be at the beginning, not the last sentence. This was literally the last sentence of that section. That should be the first sentence of this section. Just FYI. Okay. Nobody should be doing any ass play in an unsafe manner. Okay. Especially if it is a man and a woman. Okay. 107. 107. That's where we're at. Scrotum and testicles. We're doing a lot of playing around with your scrotum and your testicles and your butt.
Keep saying me, 'cause you ain't- That's what they're talking about in that book.
I'm just saying you in general because you are the man in the room. The scrotum, which is another lengthy area. The scrotum, which is the pouch of skin.
Where's our extra water in here?
Holding the testicles is extremely sensitive, so use the lightest of touches here. Stroke softly, lick, blow light breaths over the skin. Some men like it when you take one or two of their testicles in your mouth and suck gently. Or lightly massage them with one hand while stroking his penis with the other. Okay.
That ain't as bad as the other shit you do.
No, that's not bad. It's not better than the other stuff. I can see this being done. Okay. That I can see. Let's see.
What they say on that? What did Axel Foley's friends say on building? That's just so ridiculous.
Very ridiculous. Not trying to. That's the book.
No,
That's the book.
I see how your face light up when you read that.
No. Tickled. Straight tickled. Many men love to have you pull on their testicles while you massage their penis. That's.
That shit hurt.
I was just say that seems like that would be uncomfortable.
That's for like people that like that.
But if you like pain, I get it. But to each his own. To each his own. Don't jerk, pull easily and gently in rhythm with the strokes you're giving his penis. You should know that pulling his testicles down firmly is one way to forestall ejaculation. This trick may come in handy for those times when you're not quite ready for the show to end. Oh, well, there go a new move for those of you that did not know that that's what that act does. Me, I ain't stopping no show. We going with the flow. And number 108, the last one of this chapter, 108. Perineum? Is that how you pronounce that? Perineum? 108? P-E-R-I? N-I-U-M? Is that what that said?
Can't even read that shit.
Perineum?
I believe so. I guess. Sounds good to me.
Give me this. You're supposed to be helpful.
I can barely see it. Glasses on.
The small area between the anus and the scrotum is one of the most secret sexy spots on a man.
That's the taint.
Huh?
That's the taint. We call it
You got it the what?
the taint.
What's the tank?
Right here.
Show me again. Well, the main point is you know what it is.
They just use the technical term for it.
Okay. It's a small area between the anus and the scrotum is one of the most secret sexy spots on a man. You have one of these spots too between your anus and vulva. Even the simple pleasure of your finger there will send waves of pleasure throughout his genital area. Is that true? Yeah, no. While you're massaging his penis or anus, use your finger to exert firm pressure on the perineum and move it in a circular back and forth pattern. Your man probably doesn't even know he has this delicious little spot. It is similar to a woman's G spot. He'll be grateful to you for pointing it out. Listen, we went quite a ways in this book today. I am glad we have breached 100. Okay. And we are going all the way to 103 of this book. So if y'all found something in this book, 203 ways to drive your man wild in bed. If you found something that would be beneficial to you and you crazy enough to try this shit, I want to know. Just shoot me a message. Hey, Lacey, I tried number such and such. I'll be like, okay, you care to share some details? Because I'm nosy as hell. I'm just saying. No, y'all just playing. But I do want to know if y'all crazy enough to try this, though. I want to know if you're crazy enough to try it. You ain't got to give me no details because I'm not going to be turned on by a lot of this stuff. But if you was crazy enough to try it, just let me know that you was crazy enough to try it. That's all I want to know. You ain't got to go into details. Okay. If y'all like today's content, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Even if you didn't like it, tell me why. I might care enough to change it, but then again, I might not. I wish I could go back and just tell y'all, like I always tell y'all, that I'm gonna be on here on Hot Topic Tuesday, but I'd be lying if I said it because I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have to try to squeeze in film time. And when I get off, I'm too burnt out, falling asleep at my desk to do any recordings or anything of the sort. So if I do get a chance to squeeze in a video, like I said, it will be while I'm at work, while I'm on my lunch break. Y'all will see my lockers in my background, and it'll be something quick like it was this last time. What else? Oh, I don't have anything else to say. Except make sure y'all follow me, okay? Follow my page. Comment. I already told y'all to like it.
Subscribe.
I already told them to subscribe it.
Follow.
I already told them to follow it. Well, anyway, y'all. Oh, my face looks so oily, y'all. It was so humid today. I've been trying to catch up on my cleaning, and I managed to put a nice dent into my house, and it's looking like a home again. Namaste. It is looking like a home again because I have my daughter and my grandkids come down, and it don't look like a home when they leave. And it's starting to look like a home again. So I'm a little tired. I've been up since 6. I didn't go to bed last night till almost 2. So yeah, it's time for my little daycare nap. But I can't take a nap right now because I have to do some of my homework that I wasn't able to squeeze in throughout the week. Thankfully, it's not late. Thankfully, it's not late, but I do have to turn it in tonight though, uh, to prevent it from being late. But other than that, you guys, I appreciate y'all listening to me ramble on about my grandmother's book. My grandmother is 89 years old. She is as cute and as precious as she can be. And I love my grandmother to death. And one day I hope I can sit there with her and conversate with her and she can tell y'all how she got her nickname and maybe just go over some of this life story stuff that she sits down and tells me about. Okay. But other than that, you guys, I will see y'all when I see y'all. That's pretty much how it is. I will see y'all when I see y'all. But I hope to see y'all on Tuesday, on my break time Tuesday. I hope to see y'all on Tuesday, okay? But other than that, y'all have a good, safe weekend. And thank y'all for tuning in. And I will see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Maybe we should take it slow. I don't feel too comfortable jumping into something new right now.